definitely, and I swear my children was not trying to be a bitch. Look what came today, guys. Thank you so much, Kelly, for getting these for Robin and Obi. I love that they're size 3 years to 4 because it means that there's growing into them room. So it'll probably be next winter before they wear them. But it is absolutely fantastic. Thank you. I love the hood on this. It's got little ears for Mickey Mouse. And this one, I don't know if you've ever seen the film A Christmas Story, but this reminds me of the pink bunny outfit that Ralphie had to wear on Christmas Day. It is fantastic. So thank you very much, Robin. Say ta-ta. I stopped at the hot food counter, the deli counter, to pick up some sausages for my daughter, for Robin. And I could see in the corner of my eye there was a worker over by the fish counter, the raw fish counter. And like, what made me notice her was she wasn't wearing any gloves and she was holding salmon darns in her hand, you know, putting them on display on the ice. And I was like, oh my god, she's just like pawing the fish with her bare hands and people are going to buy that. And I remember it just kind of, it caught me. And next thing I saw her come right behind me and into the counter, hot food counter, and I was like, I was kind of watching her and she came right up to the glass. And she was like, how can I help you, love? And I was like a deer in the headlights. I was like, because I was like, oh my god, wash your hands. So I was like, oh, I thought give her the benefit of the... So I said, oh, I'm just getting some sausages. And then she picked up the utensil, the big spoon. And she had hold of it in one hand and she was hitting it off her other hand. So like the actual spoon part was hitting against the palm of her hand. She was like, oh yeah, no problem. And she opened the glass. And that's when I kind of had to stop her. I was like, oh, no. I was like, I'm really, and I'm mortified. I said, I'm really sorry to have to ask you, but would you mind washing your hands? Because you were just touching raw fish. And she looked so mad. And she was like, oh, I always wash my hands. So I said, okay. I was like, wash your hands now then. So she went and washed her hands. And she came back and I apologized. I said, I'm really sorry to have to have asked you that. But then she picked up the same utensil that she had been pawing with her raw fish hands. So then she goes, oh, so sausages with the spoon. So I was like, yes. I was like, but the thing is, and she stopped and you could tell I was really getting on her nerves. I said, you washed your hands. I said, but you actually have contaminated them again now because you were holding that utensil on the spoon part and on the handle part after you had touched the fish. What are you doing? She's trying to say her ABCs, guys. A, B, C. So then she was like even angrier and she was like, she went off and she washed her hands again and she put the utensil in the sink and she got a clean one out. And at this stage I didn't even want the sausages. I was so stressed because I was like, I didn't want any confrontation or anything, but I couldn't. Like, I don't know if many of you know this, like that was my past employment. Wow, thank you. That was my past employment. I worked in food hygiene and preparation and I was a food safety officer, so I'd have to kind of, thank you. I'd have to investigate delis and hot food bars and, that is delicious, and fish bars and make sure there was no cross-contamination going on. Thank you so much. That is so yummy. Oh, what are we eating? Apple? But so that's why I couldn't let her fill the bag up. Even if I'd walked away and not gotten anything, somebody else was going to come back and I'd hate the thought of someone getting really badly sick, just pure purely down to someone else not thinking through washing their hands. And I'm sure, I would hope she does wash her hands all the time. Maybe I just got her on an off day that she was busy and she didn't think. But I left, I said thank you very much, turned the corner, and I was like, oh, I don't need to go down this aisle, I need to go down the next aisle. And when I went to go back, she was like in the middle of a full-blown rant about me, and she was like, did you hear Madame reach out to me? So I was like, I just stopped dead in my tracks. She had her back to me and I was like looking, and I was thinking I wasn't being bitchy. Well, I definitely, and I swear my children was not trying to be a bitch.
Hey guys, I'm just on lunch. I'm down at the beach. It's actually it's a really beautiful spot to have lunch during the summer. It's freezing cold today, absolutely icy. I just had some leftover tuna from yesterday and I froze my butt off sitting on a rock. But it is beautiful down here. When I don't have work to do on my lunch breaks, I usually come down during the summer, and it's literally about 2 minutes walk away from work, so it's very close. So this is the Atlantic Ocean. This is Galway Bay, and the land area across there is County Clare, so that's county on the other side of the bay. So it's lunchtime here, like I was saying, and I've just finished redoing what I lost yesterday. So I was lucky I got it done in half the time today because I had already done it and it was kind of fresh in my mind. Everything had to be recreated, but it was just that little bit quicker to do it today. So I'm relieved. I hate when I have to do something like that. Lucky it doesn't happen very often, but when you do have to redo something you've already done, it can be a bit tedious.
Aww. We are colouring for Dada, aren't we? Wow, that's pretty. So Robin's finished all her hard work for Dada. Show them what you made. Wow, look. She's been colouring. And should we show them what else you went colouring, hey? See that line? Yeah, she did that. Oh, look. It has your foot and your hand, and it says, to Dada, love Robin, 18 months. Because that's what age you are. Who's at the door? Who's at the door? Are you going to give Dada your picture?
Hiya, Baba. Is that for me?
So Morg's home from work. Tired. Did you enjoy your lunch? We had tuna pasta for lunch today.
I had tuna pasta on the beach, freezing on a cold rock.
So
it was lovely, but I was
the
cold.
salt sea in your face and eating fish.
Mama.
Yeah.
Oh, are you okay?
Good girl.
So yeah, I wanted to show you more my calendar. I'm really excited about this calendar. This is like what my life has come to.
Fortunately,
It is. Isn't it interesting? It was reduced. I was saying to Maury, this was $17.99 in December, and I got it for $1.49 today.
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
I really like it because it has different sections. Like we have Dada, Mama, Robin, Obi, and then our family section. So, where is it? Yeah. On the 14th, we have date night, and Robin has a sleepover, and Obi has a sleepover. Now here's Morgan's dinner tonight. We have some chicken korma, rice, Asian stir-fried veg, garlic and coriander naan, and some ginger ale.
Hey guys, I'm up in the studio again with Robin. We're having a play. Actually, I'll show you what I'm doing. I'm in the process of completely redesigning our local football club's club magazine. These are a few old iterations. So this was one season. This was another season. It was that kind of style. And then this was the last season passing. I pretty much just want to throw out everything I've done before and start from scratch, which is what I was doing today on my lunch break. I never really had enough photographs to work with. We didn't have photographers that would donate their photographs to the magazine. But last season we had a couple of great guys that were helping us out. So I'm hoping this year we'll have plenty of photographs. So what I want to do is no more crest, make all the text a bit smaller and make it all about the big photograph. So that's kind of what I've been playing around with. So everything has to be changed. The back, the inside, everything down to the page layout. I've done kind of like a 2-column at about 9 or 10 points for the font for a few years now. So I'm thinking I'm going to change that too. Season starts in a few weeks, so I don't have a massive amount of time to figure this out. Generally the way it works is we have a match every 2 weeks, and I'll put together the program every second week. So I have a few days to do it. I think it's usually about 30 pages. So we have contributing writers. We have, sorry, she's having a read. Do you like it? Yeah, so we have writers, we have guys who help with the advertising, we have people who gather content from everybody. The manager contributes, the chairman of the club contributes. I've got a friend of mine, Shane Crotty, he does really cool posters. I'll see if there's something here. Yeah, here you go. So Shane does a lot of work like this. He does these cool posters. He's an artist in Galway. He also does the stat pages. So that's a new thing that we got this year. Really great. He puts all of that together. So there's a lot of work for just a few people, and every one of us works voluntarily on it. So it doesn't cost the club anything to produce besides printing costs. So yeah, that's what's occupying my mind at the moment. Just trying to figure out the best thing to do. I'll keep you posted actually. I can show you any of this stuff. This is my volunteer work. I do a lot of volunteer work for the football club and a few other charities and stuff like that. So any of that stuff I can show you, which is good. What do you have? Do you have your dolly? Yeah. Countdown to date night. We are officially going out for Valentine's Day. We didn't get to the last 2 years because Nina was pregnant both times. So it was very quiet. So this year we're making the most of it. And we're going to go to dinner in the cinema and stuff. So can't wait. So that's 8 days away. Hi. Are you going to get Valentine's cards? What do you think? Are boys going to send you Valentine's cards? Maybe Dada will send her one.
Robin, have you done a poo-poo? Did you make a poo-poo? Hey, I'm talking to you. Have you done a poo-poo? Can you say poo-poo? Oh my God, you stink.